Welcome to the World Beyond Organic. This is your friend Himkar Mishra from Summer Shell Natural Farms, the pride of Purnia and Bihar. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce a gentleman from Andhra. He's come all the way from East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh to see this farm. He happened to see my YouTube videos and was fascinated by that. I am truly overwhelmed, and he chose to undertake that 40-hour, almost close to 40-hour journey from East Godavari district to the farm. He came here this morning, and it's my pleasure to show him our Fukuoka model of multi-layer farm that we have established here. So, and the gentleman is Mr. Vijay Korukonda, and let me introduce you to him. He started off as an administrative officer in the New India Assurance Company for 10 years, from 95 to 2005, and in 2005 he migrated to New Zealand, and he did a lot of social work in New Zealand, where he worked for rehabilitation, helping rehab patients there, and in Auckland, and from there he also worked for a while in Australia, in Brisbane and Sydney, before he chose to return to India. And now he has a 12-acre farm in East Godavari district, around 60 kilometers from the district headquarters, and wants to establish our model of farm in Ramnagar. So we'll take him around, and then in the end we'll have his impressions on what he felt seeing the farm. So let's walk from here. This is a Fukuoka, and it's a matter of great pleasure and privilege to know that you have read Fukuoka.
Yes.
And also I'm very excited that a friend of his translated Fukuoka's one-star revolution from English into Telugu.
Yes,
so that is what. So here it's a 7-layer farm.
Okay.
So we have all the trees here. Vetiver, of course, is the basis on which we have established our farm.
Okay.
So vetiver is everywhere that you think, and around every plant has vetiver, and research has shown that all plants which are surrounded by or encircled by vetiver grows faster, more strong, more resistant, and they fruit better.
Okay.
And also the host of benefits that it brings to the soil.
Okay. May I ask you one question?
Yeah.
What is the reason for vetiver to give that kind of protection to the plant?
So just to nourish the plant.
Okay.
Nourish the plant, increase the immunity of the plants,
Okay.
and the very presence of it, the water level, the micronutrients coming to the surface after post rains, and they fruit better.
All right. Okay.
And also we grow. We follow it's a food forest.
Yeah.
We follow the forest model, so there is no sequencing,
Okay.
unlike permaculture and the other
yeah.
area. So there's only it has grown like a gay abandon. It's nature's farming,
Yeah.
and we are facilitators. So we grow them, and we have seen to it. Just for example, the lemons. We have what people would grow with using the chemical fertilizers.
Yeah.
We grow twice as much or thrice as much without using anything, without using any inputs. Again, these are black turmeric, and you distinguish a black turmeric from the others with this maroon
Oh yeah.
line. This is
Yeah.
this has natural camphor in it also. So when you eat this, you have the essence of a tinge of camphor.
Okay.
And we used all these stumps these are all moringa stumps that we have planted here. So whatever moringa trees fall off during year,
Okay.
so from these stumps, and we use cow dung to close it from the top, and then go, and there's a new leaves and shoots are popping up, and then they go into here. And moringa honey is the best honey that you can have.
All right.
So that's one reason, and they play a very important role in sunlight filtration and everything. We do a lot of sunlight harvesting.
All right.
In between, you can see the legumes or the arhar and all that. It's adding to the fertility of the soil. So that's one reason why. And turmeric itself is a natural pesticide.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So that is one thing. And then these are all moringa that we have planted here. You can see. There's a lot of ferns. These are the Boston ferns. These are the Boston ferns.
Yeah.
It is indicative of the fact that the groundwater table is
Very high.
very high.
Okay.
So there's a lot of water otherwise
Moisture.
also. Yeah, moisture otherwise also. And now we enter our food forest now. So this is a guava tree, guava. And from here you can see they are ripening in the trees itself.
Yes.
These are the Gondoraj lemons. They are Rangpur lime.
Okay.
And it's a very fascinating story. So these are originally Chinese mandarins, and again they crossed over to northern Bangladesh in a village called Rangpur,
Okay.
where the poor peasants used to eat stale rice in the morning with crushed with lemon juice,
Okay.
which made the rice very fragrant and tasty.
Okay.
So it was known as a poor man's food. It was on the palate of a poor man, poor peasants. Then suddenly the owner, and then from there it traveled to northeastern states. And from there, the owner of the chain of restaurants, which is by the name of Oak Calcutta, it has its all over, in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Mumbai, everywhere, Calcutta of course,
Okay.
Chennai. So he introduced, he had it by chance, he liked it, he introduced it in salads, carried a few plants, and then it Bengalis took over.
Okay.
And then it's very popular among the Bengalis in Kolkata. Gondoraj, they from salads they got into cuisines.
Okay.
And then they started the bhetki fish and the other fishes, fish curries and all that. They started using it in that, and it became very popular. And the more popular it became an elitist product.
Okay.
So compared to the normal lemons that you get,
Yeah.
it's a far superior lemon. It also has a lot of medicinal properties, in the sense that it's anti-cancerous. The peels are very strongly anti-cancerous, and they have the compound linonin in this. And then of course the juices are very juicy. They say that Gondoraj is comparatively less juicy. But again we have broken the stereotype,
Okay.
because it's a food forest with nothing, no extraneous inputs. Our Gondoraj has a very strong juicy quotient, and it's just like just bursts forth, squeeze it and it just spurts.
All right.
Yeah, and aromatic.
A lot of juices in.
Yes. These are all Gondoraj only.
Okay.
And now I'll take you to the farm, where I'll show you to the use of vetiver, which converted a sandy soil system into a हमारे से सुबह हम लोग इधर से कर सकते हैं. These are the grafts that we made. Subodh has made the graft. These are pink pepper grafts.
Okay.
So it takes around 35 to 45 days, where you the roots develop and then we transplant it.
Okay.
So most of initial we bought 100 plants, but after that now we have over 50,000. So these are all mostly on grafts and also some by cuttings.
Okay.
In the cuttings, when we harvest the cuttings, then the mortality rate of the cuttings is very high. Almost 10% survives and grows in the bags. Otherwise, but this graft process, the survival rate is 100%, and they grow faster.
Okay.
So he has done it. He has just freshly planted over 1,000 grafts, and we have a few in the grow bags also, which we of course sell to people who want to buy from us. Yeah. Now you can see the lemons on both sides.
Yes, the lemons on the both sides.
Yes,
And,
pink pepper. This is a pink pepper orchard. This is known as Marich Bari, they call it. Bari is an orchard in Hindi. Bari is a Hindi term, and which is a synonym for orchard. Hey, Bacha, udhar nahi. Bacha, sandy soil, fully sand. You couldn't walk through it
Okay.
till 5 years ago. And 3-4 inches of sand.
Okay.
So when you go to the road, you see the type of sand that is there. So the more vetiver, initially we had some setbacks, but when the vetiver took over, the whole thing has got converted in the last 6 years. Now it's you can't even walk through it.
Yes.
It's so natural.
So
And,
dense also.
Very dense. It's just, and all the subabulls here you can see.
Yeah.
They are fixing a lot of nitrogen into it. Citrus is adding to a lot of strength to the soil.
Yes. And also you have the red gram legume.
Legumes, all these things is a complete alternative, to the conventional farming that they do here. And now we'll go to this. Now this stretch of land, We bought it from our cousins.
Okay.
And from here, this is known as Sadvigya. Because this stretch is of 7 acres.
Okay.
And this would be 2.5 acres.
Okay.
So this is so it is Sadvigya. And again, Basha will get a slap from me now. So we'll walk through it. Now you can see how dense the green cover would get.
Yes.
Now the pattern here is one pink pepper,
Uh,
moringa, lemon, subabul. You can see all of them.
oh, yeah.
Gandharaj. So both sides is the same story.
Okay.
So now you can see.
Inside is also the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now and in between and here vetiver and turmeric. These are the normal turmeric. Even these turmerics have a curcumin content of over 5%. We have got it tested and it has ranged between 5.1 to 9%. These ones, but when the all India average is less than 3%. This is what natural farming. Hey, bacha!
What is the distance you maintain between?
No, I don't maintain a distance. I don't. No. It's just like a forest where you grows, and the result is for you to see.
Okay. I mean this pink
Otherwise,
pepper pink pepper and this lemon.
Huh.
Is there any?
No. Now you'll see for yourself. Like there's a lemon tree here,
Yes.
and here is a pink tree. This is a lemon, and then again pink pepper.
Okay.
Maximum 4 feet, 5 feet. I don't think 3 feet. At places it's 2 feet also.
Still it tries.
Yeah.
survives.
I'll tell you what. This is a misnomer that there has to be spacing and all that. Plants grow better in company.
Okay.
In diverse company, they grow better. They speak their own silent language.
Yeah.
They speak their own silent language, and that's how it is. And they grow
How you irrigate?
flood irrigation. These are the channels,
Okay.
and we release water from this borewell, from this water pump.
Okay.
So here, and then they make the
No side.
side here, and then they may use the bunds
Yeah.
to.
Okay. So it's mostly flooding.
Yeah. They have started coming to this side.
Okay.
Once we are trying to find a market for the florists and the flower business people.
Yeah.
और यहाँ से हम लोग थोड़ा सा वहाँ भी जाएंगे. All these grafts of pink pepper.
Yeah.
They have been pruned yesterday only. But because of it being this side, both sides have been pruned. They put the bamboos there, tie flags,
Yeah.
and all that. And now we are entering into our Simmerbari. Simmerbari is the cotton that the timber wood which grows a lot of cotton.
Oh yeah. Those wild cotton like.
Yeah. And they have a lot of thorns in their. So these are all and they all filter sunlight.
Oh yeah.
So sunlight is all filtered here, and that's what you need in a Fukuoka system. No sunlight directly. Soil must be covered all the time. And this area is pruning a bit, which will do. And again you have the turmeric here.
Yes.
You have the pink pepper here, the lemons here, and these are black pepper.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The creeps.
So how old is these trees?
These trees would be, I think, more than 100 years. And these are black pepper.
Black pepper. Yeah.
So now we will proper. इसको तुम बढ़ाओ आप.
जी.
Cutting करके बढ़ाओ. And when you put them in wet gunny bags, it
Just for a.
to there around 5 acres. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The other side, but beyond the trees also.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. So these are all vetiver, nursery vetiver, and this is one stretch. This is called Godavari. Godavari because it was a settlement of the washerman community till 100 years ago, and now then there was an outbreak of cholera. So many died. So they fled from here. So after their fleeing 100 years ago, it retained its name. It retained its name as the. And here it's again a blend of you have lychees here, a lot of lychees here, sesame here. You have pink pepper, you have lemons, you have turmeric, you have vetiver, you have guavas, everything, a mix of everything here. Agastias here.
And also banana also.
Bananas also, yeah. Everything everywhere. Bay leaves is that tej patta you see, na?
Yeah.
That's,
Bay
that is bay leaves is tej patta.
Oh, yeah.
We have around 15 to 20,000 of tej pattas also. Spread out everywhere.
Okay.
These are the local varieties. The local variant.
So
from
how long
here?
it will take to grow to this length?
I don't know. and कितना समय लगता है भरने में इसको?
6 महीना
6 महीना बनेगा. Let's say बनेगा 6 months to 1 year. And then it will get the thickness जो होता है उसका. So this is and from here till the road. You have bamboos, turmeric, vetiver, lemons, pink pepper, subabul, moringa, everything everywhere.
It's really fascinating.
So now this is the orchard where these trees are almost 100 years old.
Oh, right.
75.
Oh, these mango trees?
Yeah, mango trees. And we don't believe in felling trees.
Okay.
So even if they don't fruit,
Uh-huh.
we keep it for its shading value. We don't cut unless it falls off its own. And not like these papayas and the guavas in between, bananas in between. We have. Yeah, no, this is the black turmeric. These are all black turmeric. And we don't harvest all at once. As per the demand, we extract the fresh ones.
Okay.
And the older it gets, 2 years turmeric has more medicinal properties compared to 1 year old.
ले
So these are all turmeric that we have.
It's also looks very healthy.
Yeah, very healthy and such a thick. Can you believe it?
That's what I mean. I haven't seen turmeric.
These were planted later, and the early plantations they have grown over a height of 6 feet now. Remember 7 feet, 8 feet.
That could be about a year and old.
No. 6 months.
Oh,
They're all planted in January, post-January. Post-January we planted them. And just see, in 6 months, what it has.
because of the soil.
Yeah. Now it's a beautiful these plants, no?
Oh, yeah.
These are pacholis. So इसकी cuttings होते हैं, and we plant the cuttings and the propagate it. Used in perfumery industry. We have just done a detour of the farm.
Yes.
So you have seen what it is, and we have a few kadams which are by bird droppings and all that. So these are also very healthy and very medicinal plants, very underrated. But they have a lot of. I'll tell you about it in kadam ke bare mein. And these are a black turmeric, as I said, in between legumes again here. Then you have the papayas and the guavas and the mangoes and everything all. So we have had now. We have come to the end of the detour of the farm. Seen the farm. Now we'll request Mr. Vijay Korukonda sahab to share his experiences and impressions of what he felt seeing the farm. His impressions, Mr. Vijay.
Well, thank you. And I'm really fortunate to visit your farm. And it's wonderful. It's a unique, which I read in Fukuoka's book, One Straw Revolution. But I had that dream of doing it, but I couldn't do it. But even after a few years later, then I come across your farm, and then I really had
How did you know about the farm?
yes, well, I was looking for, say, the pink pepper nursery, or
Okay.
to invest it, to explore on pink pepper. And then your video has come across, and then I saw a few videos of on the YouTube, and they are very impressive, and they are beautiful. Then I thought I must go and visit this farm, and though it is far, but still I enjoyed it, and I really amazed how one can convert the infertile soil into a fertile soil and grow such a rich forest, like food forest. And I really I mean, it's a wonderful thing to go around and see so many varieties and so rich, and it's really wonderful. I mean, I'm lacking my words to explain about this farm, and how they work together to develop such a wonderful model of farm. So thank you very much, and I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Vijay sahab, for having such words of appreciation. We are truly touched and overwhelmed more by the fact that you have taken the trouble of traveling so far from your native place in Andhra Pradesh to come and visit the farm. So my appreciation beyond words. I'm very grateful that you could
Thank you.
take that.
And-
And let me tell you what I tell you every day. It's wonderful having Vijay Sahab here at the farm. And before I end, the regular customary words that I speak, that keep appreciating, keep criticizing, keep suggesting, but don't forget to watch the video updates from Summer Shell Natural Farms, Ramnagar, the pride of Purnia and Bihar. Today, this farm is a pride of the district and the state, and the day is not too far off when we can this farm, beautiful natural farm, shall occupy a place of pride on the national stage. And with your good wishes, we look forward to establishing it successfully on the global map too.
And also, I add a few words,
Yes, thank you.
my last words. That is, it has been a great motivation, like visiting this farm, and it would encourage many people, many of our fellow farmers in and around the world, and get benefited by his experience and enjoy the nature, and at the same time, to contribute something to the community as well as to ourselves. Thank you very much.
So it's thank you from all of us here, Vijay Sahab, and it was wonderful. And please remember us to your family and friends in
Absolutely.
Andhra.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure having you over. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again with a new update very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.